Alright, what's up guys, Cosmic here, and today, obviously, my first YouTube video in at least 8 years, and the first video on my new channel. Minecraft video. So, I was chatting with FalseSymmetry, if any of y'all know her, one of my favorite Minecraft YouTubers. And I was watching one of her videos when she went to Hermit Thrills, and I got an idea for a game. So, after a week off and on of working on this, I came up with a completely randomized, that's, okay, having some glitches. Completely randomized Hermit Thrills game. So over here you can see all my little test things. I was working on a randomizer and tested out a few designs. This one by Mumbo Jumbo, another of my favorite YouTubers, and also the one that led me to False's channel. This is his design. And then I modified it a little over here because for some reason that one's item elevator didn't want to work. And I was testing out tracks and all that jazz. And then my piston tester and etc. Anyway, here we have the game, which I personally call Guardian Run, kind of like Temple Run, since you are going up against Guardians, which are glitching out, running together for some reason. But basically, you enter here, and this can be played as one or more people depending on how you set it up, or however many people are available. Here we have the on-off switch, operates the redstone way over there. Timer would go here if you put one, which I don't redstone timers, so I did good to do this. It took a week. I obviously do not do redstone. But basically, you come in, you have everybody ready, flick the timer, you jump in, and you run, and you try to avoid getting hit by a guardian. You cannot swim up the waterfalls. You have to run up the track, and if you get hit, you obviously do not win. I would assume official rules would say you go back. I haven't really made any rules. This is kind of whack because I misjudged my measurements. But yeah. Also, another good alternative design is to leave the guardians out of the minecarts. That way your Minecraft user would just get picked up and taken all the way back. And if you were to design it like that, this is a little minecart station by Impulse XV. But if you did set it up with empty minecarts instead of minecarts with the guardians, I would recommend having one of these with the hopper chain leading back to the launcher. That way you could run into the cactus, drop the minecart into a hopper, and then continue on your jolly way up the hill. First one to the top wins. Here's the redstone. I had to sort of switch it around a little because I had some issues. The minecart that leads to the exit travels all the way back. Item elevator pops into the hopper again, or dropper, yeah. This is the item elevator filled with all of your items you need for the randomizer. This one is set up for 9 items, and that's for 9 tracks. Also, I'm not really sure who designed this to begin with. It's an item sorter. Mumbo uses it a lot. Yeah. But it's set up for different little items. Let's see here. Crystals, shards, dirt, gold, etc. And that hooks up to this dispenser, or not dispenser, dropper, that shoots the items into the water stream, down the ice path, into that, blah blah blah, so they get picked up. And it is hooked up to a redstone clock that I found on YouTube. I cannot remember who created it, but it was pretty smart. But it is apparently one that you can turn on and off. For instance, if I break this, it runs on its own. Or, yeah, there it goes. It's a bit slower on its own, but it works. And for some reason, it is raining again. There we go. Yeah, it's acting up today. But basically, you have your randomizer, and it is hooked up to, let's see if I can get to one, hooked up to these pistons, which are extended. That's the key component there. So you have the redstone inverter right here. I believe that's the official term. I could be wrong. But your minecarts will fall and stack up in the little slot here. Perfect example. Thank you, Guardian. And then when the piston retracts, it retracts shortly, in short enough time that only one will fall through, which keeps things working properly. But yes, that's basically how it works. And then here's the little, again, the randomizer. Tracks leading all the way back from way down there. And they lead back up to there. And the beauty in this design is that once they fill up, if one fills up to this block, which I accidentally broke, they will start bouncing backwards down the track, and so there's kind of a overflow protection of sorts. You just kind of got to be careful when you're loading them so that they don't end up doubled over like those two that just passed by. Now, there's obviously many ways to load these things. Get in there. Okay. There's many ways that you can do this, but basically what I do is I built one of these little things over each of the tracks. Item stand, guardian head, tunic that's been dyed, cyan, then lime, and then with lapis, and then leather pants that are just standard orange. See if I can get this. Get a cart, put it in there. That'll launch the cart into the armor stand, and then you just push it a little bit onto that incline. It falls on the tracks and usually rolls right on through. If not, you can get behind it and push it in. But yeah, that's basically how it's done. And I know False said she was interested on this when I tweeted her that I had come up with a design. Obviously there are a few flaws that can stand to be worked out, such as the timing and number of carts so that they don't pile up like that. But yeah, and this could be extended vertically as much as you like. You could make the track a lot longer. You could probably make it wider. If you do make it wider, I would recommend building a different item sorter and hooking that to this power cord of sorts, because the dropper only holds 9 items at once, so that kind of limits how many you can do per chain. But you could probably build another one right here probably, and then just build the body of it next to it and continue on and so forth. But 9 people in one minigame is probably your max, because not too many people that I've seen do a bunch of minigames all at once, especially not large ones, unless it's UHC, which not my cup of tea. But yeah, that's there. That's all my little testers. I think that's all I have to show. Not really sure what's up with these cows. They're kind of wait a minute. Yep, that's it. The default texture. HD. Yeah, I use 1.8 Doku Craft, by the way. The regular default look kind of, I don't know. Some of the blocks look terrible, such as Prismarine, which I like, but I don't like the way they look in the basic. And for the longest time, I used my Minecraft froze. I used the Doku Craft Dwarven, so that's another reason I stick to Doku Craft. The link will be provided in the description, if I could talk. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So now that my Minecraft has completely stopped responding, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that comes out, if we hit a pretty new YouTube channel. So, oh, it came back. Yeah, non-derpy cow. But yeah, Doku Craft. Much nicer Prismarine, dark Prismarine sea lanterns. They kind of run together. Looks like green marble. I love it. But anyway, I'm not here to banter on about my love of Prismarine texture. Yeah, that should be it for now. And I will see you guys in the next video whenever that comes out. I may download a story map later tonight. Now that I have some recording software, I can actually put out videos, which is nice. Also means I have to shave now. Neck beard. Ugh. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. Basically, if we get to, let's see, 100, 200, well, let's go like between 100 and 300 likes on this video. I'll put up a how-to and show you all how to make it. I'll be sending the world download to False via Twitter, so she can take a peek at it, and if she wants to make it in her neat, because I mean, just being featured on Hermitcraft, that's awesome. And hopefully one day this channel will be big enough that I will actually get on Hermitcraft myself, but dreams and aspirations, gotta have them. Yeah, if you do build this false, I recommend putting it in a mountain. Obviously this would, I'd say this would be about ground level right here, and then you could just kind of build up into the mountain, and then you don't have to worry about all this ugly redstone popping out. It's probably not the most compact, but for a complete beginner redstoner, that may be where those guys went in the other tracks. But for a completely beginner redstoner, I think this is pretty good. It's pretty good for my standards anyway. I mean, redstone is definitely not my forte. That's more of a builder than a redstoner. Yeah. Anyway, you guys, see you all later, and enjoy the rest of your week, and however long it is until we see each other again, and I'll catch you guys then. Oh, and before I forget to say so, before I get a bunch of comments asking about how to get the Guardian heads, this command, I found it online, I can't remember where, but yeah, if you take this command and type it into your command command bar down here where I'm typing gibberish, or pop it into a command block with a button or a pressure plate or something simple like that. You can get yourself a little head and put little guardians everywhere. They're watching the Illuminati of Guardians, the Exuminati. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, like I was saying, I'll catch you guys next time, so enjoy, and hopefully you like the game. This has been Cosmic, and you guys have been wonderful, and I will see you in the next video.